tanks as other EU institutions do. Of course, this outsourcing doesn't mean that there is no in-house ability to do the policy making and innovation. It's considered mostly as an effort for broader outreach and public diplomacy endeavor. And of course, this increasing number of think tanks in Brussels and the diversification of think tanks has made it very difficult for the institutions to know how to relate to them and how to engage with them. And it was one of the reasons for developing the joint transparency register. So transparency is a big issue now in Europe. I didn't quite understand whether you were saying what the difference was with the US. Perhaps you could come back to that later. But the effort here was to promote a good governance mechanism to ensure that civil society is engaged in the policy-making process and that decisions are taken as directly as possible with the citizens, because we're often accused as EU institutions of being very far away from the member states. And in response to specific requests from think tanks, the Joint Transparency Register has a separate category for think tanks, and therefore it's set apart from the public affairs professionals and the interest organizations. So can we say that, I hope I've demonstrated that there has been some evolution in the world of think tanks in Europe, but can we say that we're moving towards a US model? I'm not even sure that if we are asking ourselves this question, I'm not even sure that the question is relevant given our difference in traditions and structures. What is sure, though, is that European think tanks are becoming